Okay, so in the last little video or part of the video, I covered the first two pre-Greek civilizations. So we're up to the Mycenaean. So you remember from the map I showed you in the beginning of the last video, it was the section in green were the Mycenaeans. So they controlled the largest area of the ancient Greek civilizations. So what I'm showing you here is a cutaway of one of the tombs, and it's really amazing how they were able to take and cut the stones to fit together so well. I've never been to Greece. It's one of the places I would really love to go, but I've been to Italy a couple of times, and I've seen structures similar to this, and it is really amazing how the masonry or the ability to put the stones together is so well done. And this is dating to circa 1300 to 1200 BCE. So this is a drawing of it, and this is the actual structure. So you can see what I mean. There really are no gaps. It's so perfectly done, and how the stones are getting from larger on the bottom to smaller going up to the point or the apex of the roof here. The next thing I'm showing you is a reconstruction of the citadel, and this was occupied circa 1600 to 1200 BCE, and then the wall around it was built circa 1340 to 1200 BCE. And most of these ancient cities will be walled because it helps fortify them against invaders, right? And so here I'm pointing out the Lion Gate, which is my next image I'm going to show you. And then I have a video up about this that I would like you to watch. And it focuses here on this section here called the Grave Circle A. And I think also maybe the palace entrance here, it may show you that also in the video, if I remember correctly. So this is the Lion Gate, circa 1250 BCE, and when you look at this post and lintel structure, if you remember that correctly, the lintel, it's so huge, this weighs an awful lot. So how could they have gotten this into this position? We don't really know. But as most civilizations, when they look at civilizations before them, if they have something that is better than what they were able to do, they make up these stories that, oh, they must have been helped by blah, blah, blah. So, for example, I think I've already told you with the ancient Egyptians, they were building the pyramids of Giza at the same time. In England, they're building Stonehenge. So Europeans have come, and in the 1970s, they came up with this theory that the Egyptians could not have been more advanced than Europe at that time, so it must have been aliens that came from outer space and helped them build that pyramid. Unfounded, not true, very racist, right? Well, the Greeks were the same way. When the Greeks come upon the Mycenaean citadel, and the Mycenaeans and these early civilizations had been forgotten. They were unknown to the Greeks. So they come upon this, and they came up with this series, this theory of a cyclops, a monster with one eye in its forehead. That the Cyclops must have built the city because they were giants, so they could pick up these stones quite easily and move them into place. Similar with this structure, that this was affiliated or known to be connected to the story of the creature that has half human, half bull with the labyrinths, if you know your Greek mythology. So we look at these things, and it seems to be many civilizations that have this kind of, well, they couldn't have been more advanced than me, so they must have had some kind of help. Now, this is called the Lion Gate because of these two lions that are their front paws are here. They're here above the main entrance. They're missing their heads, and their heads were never found down here. So they could have fallen off because of an earthquake, because there are lots of earthquakes in this area. But like I just said, they were never found. So it's actually believed that they were probably made out of precious material, perhaps gold, and over the centuries they were actually taken, probably melted down, and lost forever. We have these archaeologists that were here dating this and doing research on this in the, I guess, 1800s. And you could see the actual size, say, of this man here to the size of the gate. And it really is quite amazing, these structures. You can also see like the masonry work here, how this stone is kind of like wrapped around this one. Really advanced, really amazing they were able to do this. Okay, so that brings us to the very beginning of the emergence of Greek civilization. So I'm going to stop this video.